awesome. This is how. This is 97.9, the BOX.
Hi, ladies.
Hello,
Hey.
we are great.
So we want to give you guys a chance to introduce all of yourselves before we get started. Y'all can go left to right, right to left, whatever you like to do.
Okay.
Okay.
Dream's like,
All right, I'll go first. So I'm Chef D, but my name's D'Ambria. I own Sophisticated Delights Catering here in Houston. And I also have my own seasoning line called Never Bland. I've been cooking for about 9 years total, but been here in Houston for about 10 years. So I call it home. I mean, I know my hometown might be a little upset about that, but but I definitely rep the age.
I am Misti Buard. I have been blogging about food trucks since about 2013. Fell in love with food trucks, wrote about them, tasted their food, going around the country doing that. And then that turned into me creating my business, Brand Appetit, which uses food trucks and like a champagne bite cart to elevate events.
Ooh, I like that.
It's like, oh.
And I'm Chef Nadia Ahmed with Green Roots Kitchen. I teach vegan cooking classes, and I've been cooking for a long, long time, like a really long time, but teaching, that's kind of my sweet spot. I like to teach other people how to be self-sufficient for themselves because I started out in the personal chef world.
How did you ladies meet?
So it's a really interesting story. I was looking for a chef for an event. Someone wanted to use a food truck, but wanted to have a different caterer. So I was introduced to D'Ambria, and she hosted a tasting for me.
Yep. And then, so that's our story between me and Misti. And then I've known Nadia for
years now.
Yeah, I was gonna say a hot minute. When we both got started here in Houston, we used to use the same commissary kitchen to get our businesses off the ground. And so, back then when we were slinging plates and to now, we've been cool ever since.
Pretty much. Yeah, we kind of just help each other out.
Yeah,
So,
we grew.
Yeah.
And we were all interconnected because Nadia's sister used to do PR work for me.
Yeah.
So it was all kind of synced some way. Yeah.
It was meant to be.
Yeah,
it was meant to be.
Yeah.
So like when she called me about it, she said, well, D, we only have so much time. We got to find somebody. And I said, I got it. Like, chill. She was like, no. I said, no, I know who I want. Chill. And I called Nadia and she was like, yeah, let's go.
That's about right. That's usually my reaction. They were like, okay.
And I was like, okay, cool. So we called Misti and we got the ball rolling.
Yeah.
You guys have great chemistry. Obviously, I'm sure that helps you guys on your day-to-day in the food truck and all. So, what got you guys into this contest in the first place?
I applied for it in 2019. My love for food trucks. And when I saw it, I was like, at first I was telling other people to apply for it, other food truck owners. I'm like, why am I not applying? Why am I passing the baton to everyone else? So I applied for it and they gave us a call back, or they gave me a call back at the end of 2019.
Yeah.
Exactly is the great food truck race for somebody who maybe has never seen it or doesn't know anything about it?
Great question. So the Great Food Truck Race allows teams from across the country to come together in a specific city or states, and they start there. So they usually start between 6 and 7 teams, and you have never worked on a food truck before. And you get onto this competition and you're responsible for going into the city and promoting this food truck and getting as many people as you can to come and eat your food. And you got to compete against the other trucks that you're with.
Yeah.
So you got to convince them, spend your money with us, no one else.
Pretty much.
Man, it is.
Yeah, and you're trying to make the most money, to beat out the other teams.
teams.
So that's the goal, is to make the most money selling food in the city you probably have never even been to. So,
And then they always try to make it a little crazy because they add in challenges and obstacles around the way. So they'll stop us in the middle of what we're doing to do something different. And so, they make sure that they keep you off balance enough that you create those bloopers that they want.
Exactly. Exactly. They got to keep it interesting.
Yeah.
You guys have an interesting truck name. Tell us about that.
So that's all this one right here.
So I picked the name, but I picked the name because when I think of a food truck, I think of something fun and funky, and I wanted something that would make me stop. And I'm not one of those easily impressed people, I guess. So I was like, no, I want a name that people are going to be like, hold up, what in the world are they cooking in there? So we started out with a completely different name. And I was like, you guys, if we're going to do these like portable foods, if we're going to keep it funky, if we're going to do balls, we gonna make these tasty balls.
Yeah, and our original name was Southern Taste or Southern Delight.
Yeah,
That's what we were trying to like, oh, let's talk about Houston. And this one was
Nah,
like,
I want them balls. I was like, I want all them balls.
That was too safe. That was too safe.
What are some different balls that y'all make?
we actually make a variety of balls. So just to be clear, Nadia is a vegan chef. So
Yes.
talk about your vegan balls.
So, well, so anything that is vegan or like any type of vegetable, and then we can just turn it into a ball. That's the whole idea, is just making food portable. That's why D'Ambria was saying, like, we wanted to have fun, portable food. You know, it's on a food truck. So we did pastry balls, we did savory balls, but I can't give everything away. You got to watch the show. So just know we just switched it up. But like, I would add my little flair, making sure it was plant-based and like something different that maybe people wouldn't get usually from a food truck. You don't usually think of vegan food truck. And then D'Ambria brought in all that Southern comfort. And so you got to watch the show. You got to see.
And this season was based in Alaska. So
Yeah.
a couple, a few Houston girls doing it in Alaska. I can't even talk right now. In Alaska, what was that like? I know it was cold here last week, but Alaska had to be colder.
It was freezing.
Yes.
It was a test. Like, I think that was a testimony to my strength as a person, because I've never been that cold ever before this. I mean, been to Colorado, been to other cold places, but it was different.
Yeah, Alaska was definitely
It was
cold.
different. I will share with you guys. So we purchased, so let's be clear, we didn't have much time to prepare.
Right.
We had like, we got a phone call, like, hey, you have to be on in 7 days. Okay.
Right.
So we had 7 days to find snow boots, snow coats, scarves, all types of things. And once we actually arrived in Alaska, none of those items were warm enough. So we had to buy them again.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do over.
Yeah.
So wait,
Yeah, they-
we're going out and promoting the food truck. You were on foot or in the truck?
So
a combination.
A combination.
Yeah.
So I spend most of the time, it's a lot of time calling different locations. Like, hey, I'm in town. And one of the things I always say, we're from Houston, Texas. I know you want some of our Southern food. We would really love to park in your parking lot and serve some of our different dishes. And so just trying to get people to say, yes, we want you in our parking lot. And of course we heard some no's, and we were always happy whenever we heard a yes.
Yeah. It's just like at home, like wherever you're gonna set up your food truck so you
Yeah.
can get people to come out. It's same concept.
You know,
Yeah.
a little self-marketing, a little bit
Right.
of everything. I mean, you definitely.
Yeah.
Do y'all?
So there,
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, go ahead, Jess.
I was just gonna say, like, with promoting a food truck and like setting up a food truck, do you feel like it's easier than a traditional restaurant style for you ladies? Since you're portable, mobile.
Oh.
Well, no, this mic.
Sorry,
I'm
one
thinking
moment,
legacy
we kind of froze for a second. We paused.
Okay. You back?
One moment, I'm sorry.
There we go.
Okay.
Wi-Fi.
Everybody's yeah. I think we're good.
Good?
Yes, go
Yeah.
ahead, Jess.
Yeah.
So do y'all feel like it was easier to promote, like go around, like get access to places and set up as a food truck rather than like, traditional vendors and stuff like that?
What do you mean as far as traditional vendors? Explain that to me. Like, what's the, like?
Like, I feel like with a food truck, you have more freedom because you can just pull up to the spot and start selling the food.
So no, that's what you would think. That's what you would think, Jazz. But because we were in Alaska, food trucks in Alaska in the wintertime, food trucks in Alaska closed during the wintertime because they know that no one's out. So that's what made it even more challenging. Like if the local food trucks close, then how the heck are we supposed to find a location?
Right.
But it made sense because I saw while those people were hiding in their houses, it was too cold to be in the mix.
Yeah.
So I would say if it was warmer, I think it would have been fine. But the fact that it was so cold, and like Misti said, they actually literally have seasons where they close up shop. Like not even just food trucks, like businesses in Alaska. That's a thing there. They actually shut down for the winter. So here we are. Okay, we're here. Come to the food truck, but like, where are the people? Like, so that was the challenge. That was a challenge that wasn't even thrown in the show. That was just a challenge
In itself. Yeah.
Right.
So this competition has got a grand prize of $50,000. So we of course are rooting for H-Town, and when you win this money, what do you plan on doing with this $50,000?
So I would say pop bottles and go out. But in all honesty, I'm probably going to do something for my business. You know, of course, with everything last year with COVID, you know, things were slow for me with the shutdown. So I would probably do a lot with my business with the extra money.
You know, if we were to win, this would be a double win for me. I actually was awarded with the Be Good grant from Beyonce. So I would add that to do something for the community and just to keep inspiring people that dreams can come true, you know, even during a global pandemic. So that's what I would do.
Yeah, for me personally, like I said, education is very near and dear. And I like to, like I said, empower people on how to do things for themselves. So mine would be more like Misti, also like giving back to the community, but also how can I pour back into you to be self-sufficient? And so, like as I said, teaching is my sweet spot. It's my sweet spot.
Well, that's amazing. And before we let you ladies go to, when is the show premiering?
Sunday. This Sunday,
Yes.
March 7th.
March 7th.
On the Food Network at 9 p.m. Central.
Or on Discovery Plus. Gotta add that. So if you don't have cable, you can stream it on Discovery Plus.
Yeah, I don't have cable, so I'll be streaming.
So extremely proud of you ladies. You know, you guys joined forces, teamed up, use each other's talents and passion to make this happen. You know, doing something you love, have a funky name, and now you're on national television representing for H-Town. So we definitely are rooting for our hometown girls. So we definitely will be watching. Anything else that you know, people watching should know about the show?
So we want to end with a chant. This is something that we do. And we would love for you guys to do it with us. So we'll go a couple times and then we would like for you guys to go, okay? All right, ladies, you ready?
We ready.
Let's go. We want tasty balls. Tasty balls louder. We want tasty balls. What? Tasty balls. I can't hear you. We want tasty balls. So when you guys watch Sunday, just do a quick little chant with us.
Yes, we definitely will. Thank you.
It's just all the love.
There you go.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Watch and see all the different balls that you ladies whip up for us.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
ladies.
you all so much.